This is WIS News 10.
Good morning, I'm Leland Pender. Thanks for joining us here on Sunrise.
And I'm Emily Scarlett in for Mary King this morning. We start with breaking news out of Tampa, Florida. That's where police have arrested this man in connection to a string of murders.
This is a driver's license picture of the suspect, 24-year-old Howell Donaldson III. You'll likely recall our previous reports on this story. 4 people shot and killed over several weeks in the same neighborhood there in Tampa. Now, one of them had family here in South Carolina. Tampa's mayor was emotional when he spoke last night after learning of Donaldson's arrest.
Tonight is the beginning of when justice will be served. And then the process will occur when this individual rots in hell.
We will have a full report on this story ahead in about 10 minutes, including what happened at a McDonald's that led police to their suspect.
In the meantime, let's send things over to meteorologist Tim Mither for your wake-up forecast. How are things looking so far, Tim?
Let me tell you, a big difference this morning, Emily, compared to this time yesterday. Goodness gracious. 50 degrees. Remember, we were in the upper 20s in some places yesterday morning, but thanks to cloud cover, we're sort of mild this morning. Still need a jacket, of course, as we're off to work and school, but take a look at this. 15 degrees warmer right now than it was this time yesterday morning. Bishopville is 20 degrees warmer. Goodness. So yes, we'll take it. We're not complaining. It is certainly a delightful morning for sure. Wait till this afternoon. It gets even better. So we'll do mid 40s by about 7 o'clock. By noontime, a super lunch, 64 degrees with sunshine and a mix of clouds. And our high temperature today is 72 degrees. Bear in mind, 64 should be the high, so we'll be well above that. How long will this warm weather stick around? That's a good question. I'll have the answer to that coming up in just a little bit this morning. Let's have a look at traffic right now, and got one situation, I think, on the roads. Everything's running fine, but let's zoom in and find out what this little guy is all about here. It is an accident, and it's reported at near Leaside Circle, somewhat off the beaten path, but it could be near you this morning. Notice 20 east and westbound is also running fine. Let's get you caught up on some more headlines now. We'll send it back to Leland and Emily.
For the first time, this Sumter County man accused of killing his ex-wife and then burying her in a shallow grave in some woods will be in court in South Carolina today. James Ginther is the man you're seeing here. He was under arrest in connection to the death of his wife, Suzette. Her body was found in a shallow grave in Sumter County, and deputies have called what happened here a crime of passion. Paul Rivera is live now in Sumter County there. Paul, what's going to happen today in court?
Well, good morning, Leland. He is scheduled for a family court appearance at 9:30 and then a bond hearing after that at 2 o'clock. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at this. These are pictures of James Ginther just outside the Sumter Lee Regional Detention Center. It's our first look of him in South Carolina. Authorities brought him here following his arrest in Louisville, Kentucky. He was actually brought here last night. And in family court, we're told that he has an emergency hearing that will involve Ginther's children. Suzette has 2 kids. Their ages 6 and 8, and James is their father. The grandparents have custody, and we know that the hearing will also involve those child support payments. Again, the bond hearing will happen after that. That is later on in the afternoon at 2 o'clock. And we're being told when police in Louisville, Kentucky arrested Ginther, they found a weapon in his car. No word yet if that's the weapon that was used to kill Suzette. But we will keep following the story, and we'll continue to bring you updates within the next 30 minutes on this. In Sumter, Paul Rivera, WIS News 10.
A crime alert out of Sumter County now. Investigators are looking for the suspect who shot a teen several times during a drive-by on Tuesday. Police say it happened at the corner of Hauser Street and David Court. Witnesses tell police the 18-year-old was talking with someone inside a vehicle when they heard gunshots and saw another vehicle take off. At last check, the teen should be fine. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers at 1-888-CRIME-SC.
Right now, police need your help to find a missing Pillion woman. Her family telling WIS they believe she's being held against her will. Melanie Price Martin's family gave us this picture of her. Take a good look. Now, there's also surveillance video that captured her early Monday morning with an unknown man at a convenience store in Elgin. They are said to be traveling in a silver 2015 Hyundai Elantra Sport. If you see that woman or know who this man in these pictures is, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at 1-888-CRIME-SC.
State investigators are looking into the death of an inmate in York County who died just a few hours after arriving at the jail. Investigators say Jonathan Morgan was brought into the York County Detention Center Monday night. A detention officer was notified by another inmate early the next morning that Morgan was breathing abnormally. He died sometime after. Morgan was originally arrested in September on charges of resisting police and furnishing contraband in a prison. Officials say no foul play is suspected.
A judge has delayed a trial for House member and well-connected political consultant Rick Quinn, who's accused of corruption. His lawyers say they have more than 1 million pages of evidence to review. The Post and Courier of Charleston reported that prosecutor David Pasco wanted to try Quinn at the same time as his father, Richard, a political consultant who's also accused in the conspiracy. But the judge disagreed with that. Rick Quinn's trial has now been moved to February, which would allow him to run for re-election in March if he's acquitted. Senator John Corson has also been accused of corruption, and his trial was delayed previously.
In a health alert now, World AIDS Day is coming up later this week. DHEC is encouraging everyone to get tested and know your status. World AIDS Day is officially December 1st. That's Friday, but you can get tested for free at any of the county public health department locations listed on your screen today. That includes the SC HIV/AIDS Council, the Eau Claire Cooperative Health Center, and Palmetto AIDS Life Support Services out of South Carolina.
The Clemson Tigers are now the top team in the nation. According to the recent college football playoff rankings, the Tigers boast an 11-1 record. Clemson will move on to a victory over Miami, hopefully Saturday in the ACC championship game. And if they beat the Canes, then the Tigers will have just one more goal in mind, and that is to win the final game. So now let's get a check of the top 4 teams here. Clemson number 1, of course, then Auburn at number 2, Oklahoma 3rd, and Wisconsin number 4. The top 4 teams after next weekend will advance to the playoffs.
Temperatures this morning are certainly warmer thanks to some cloud cover. Notice we're in the 40s, 30s to the north where there is certainly clear skies. But we have a cold front out towards the west, and notice 37 in Chicago, 37 in Springfield. So the front's well past the Midwest, so it's really not a lot of cold air that's headed our way. So it will be just a little bit cooler. I'll pinpoint the rest of our forecast to talk about a great afternoon, all coming up in about 5 minutes.
Continuing coverage of that big story out of Tampa, Florida this morning, how police say a call at a McDonald's led them to a suspect accused in 4 murders.
Plus, there's a Christmas tree shortage nationwide. The reason dates back to the recession of 2008.
Trending this morning, a career first for LeBron James, but not a good one. LeBron, for the first time in his long, accomplished career, was thrown out of a game. James was in Miami as his Cavaliers took on the Heat. In the 3rd quarter, he thought he was fouled and didn't get the call. Whatever he said to the ref after wasn't very nice, apparently, and he got tossed from the game. The Cavs were winning by 20 points at the time, but LeBron said after his competitiveness is always in gear, even in a blowout.
Well, when you have the title King James, you kind of maybe think
you can a little bit. Think you can do whatever you want.
Exactly, right?
A little nook in his crown there.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, South Carolina native Ashlyn Kraft is moving on to the next round on The Voice after being voted into the top 10 last night. Pretty impressive. Kraft is one of 2 members on Team Miley left in the competition. The audience votes during the live shows to save their favorite artist. And the 2 artists with the lowest number of votes is home each week. In the end, one will be named The Voice and will receive the grand prize of a recording contract. The Voice airs at 8 p.m. Mondays and Tuesdays right here on WIS.
Yay.
Watching that for sure.
her.
Yeah, absolutely. She's from Piedmont in the upstate, right?
Piedmont.
South Carolina.
Neat stuff.
We're rooting for her.
All right, some video now you absolutely have to see. 2 little girls, they're twins from Lexington, requesting their favorite tunes from Alexa. The video is racking up some incredible views on our website. Take a listen.
Alexa, play Hootie and the Goldfish. Yes, please. I really want Hootie and the Goldfish.
There's no stopping their determination here. These 2 girls, as mom Katie English learned after she caught her 3-year-old twin daughters, Quinn and Delaney, instantly requesting the family's Alexa device to play musical selections from Hootie and the Goldfish. Of course, they meant Hootie and the Blowfish. The video's been, of course, picked up on numerous social media sites. Even former Hootie and the Blowfish frontman Darius Rucker shared the post saying, "This is awesome." See the whole thing on our WIS News app. That's hysterical.
And they're serious too. They're like, look, this comes on, we're going to start dancing. We want this on. They're serious.
I'm predicting this. There will be a group on YouTube or the internet called Hootie and the Goldfish.
Singing covers of Hootie and the Blowfish.
Original Hootie and the Goldfish music, yes, or singing covers here soon.
I can only imagine the videos on that one.
Oh, they're adorable. Love that.
Oh, man.
All right, forecast. Yeah, you know, we have some clouds out this morning, so I may not see the sunrise here.
Tonight, NBC kicks off the holidays with the lighting of the iconic tree in the heart of New York City, the Christmas in Rockefeller Center. That special will include musical performances by Jennifer Nettles and Gwen Stefani, among others. Here's a live look from the plaza right now. The Today Show crew will be bringing you all the fun tonight, prime time. That show starts at 8 o'clock right here on WIS.
Remember also here at WIS, you can still adopt a family anytime online in our Families Helping Families campaign this Christmas. You'll see the Families Helping Families button right there on the homepage at WIS-TV.com. And if you can, please help. Just a few hundred more families to go, down from 3,000. Well, time now is 6:51 on your Wednesday morning. Taking a live look at the roads right now. Things moving pretty smoothly across the Midlands. As you can see there, a live traffic report and weather coming up.
Plus today's headlines, including what we're expecting in D.C. today as the president urges GOP senators to get a tax bill passed.